What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode?
The Trojan horse is a legendary piece of military engineering. It played a critical role in the Trojan War, as recounted by Homer in his epic poem, the Iliad. According to the story, the Greeks and the Trojans were at war for 10 years, neither side able to gain a decisive advantage. But one day, the Greeks hatched a cunning plan. They built a large wooden horse, hid a small group of soldiers inside of it, and left it outside the gates of Troy as a supposed gift. Naively trusting the Greeks, the Trojans welcomed the horse into their city, believing it to be a symbol of victory and a tribute to their honor. However, under the cover of darkness, the Greek soldiers crept out of the horse and opened the city gates, allowing the comrades to enter and sack Troy. The Trojan horse, therefore, is a symbol of deception and betrayal, a cautionary tale of the dangers of trusting one's enemies. Despite the negative connotations of the Trojan horse, the story has become an enduring part of Western cultural mythology, inspiring countless works of art, literature, and film. The tale of the Greeks' deception and the downfall of Troy offers a timeless lesson about power of Gaul and the importance of trust and vigilance.
Man, so the video y'all just watched, I was trying to choose wisdom over letting my energy go for some bullshit. For any young people or, those that are cautious of what they say, hey, language is language. The way you feel about it is your thing. I'm expressing some frustration, so it is what it is. And the reason I just wanted to go ahead and diffuse the situation real fast, because I wanted to make a point. Now, as many times as I come to this park, which is Noble's Park, in Paducah, Kentucky, by the way, and as many times as I come to this park, I parked in the grass before, actually further into the grass. I've seen countless others parked there, and they haven't been bothered. I've literally seen them. They came and went, no issues. The park ranger, whatever else, came through, no problems. Even when I was parked on the grass before. But yet today, it's just, I wanted to go ahead and document this, because a lot of people may be like, how come he doesn't go to Paducah? Or how come we don't see him around? Or how come he doesn't come back to his hometown? This is an example why. Now, this is something very, very mild compared to the many other, much discrimination, much hate, much prejudice, much racism as I've experienced in this place. Being my hometown, this is example why I don't ever really want to come home. I come literally walk my dog, try to do some cardio, and out of all the other things that's going on in the world, one of the citizens of this town chose to bother me, parked on gravel, not even the grass, on gravel. Now, I could have escalated this much more, and like physically, I already know I could have dominated him completely. But the thing is, I have much more to do. There's contracts I need to fulfill, projects I need to complete. And I refuse to let a racist person such as himself that showed prejudice, y'all just don't understand. And I'm tired of trying to explain it to you. So those that understand what I mean, hey man, y'all stay strong out here, man. I know it's a lot of stuff y'all try to suppress and try to get over it, because, I mean, there's no sympathy for us at all. We are truly endangered species with no protection other than ourselves. And unfortunately, due to history, history repeats itself. And, I'm a historian, so I try to make sure I pay attention. At one point, I really thought that, hey, man, we all we got. We can take care of it ourselves, but there's so many other factors that are involved now. There's so much trauma that we've experienced, and there's so much negativity of not really wanting to unite. Now, there's a lot of brothers that unite, and that's cool, and I like that. Keep it up. All the other brothers I've been able to connect with and unite with, hey, man, much respect. Next time I see you, hey, man, we're going to kick it, you know what I mean? But to the subject that I'm speaking on, like right now, if I would have escalated the situation, I would have not only been sued, because no telling what I would have done to him, and then on top of that, the police would have been involved. Now, I already have a history with the police here in this area, and it's not a good one. So, and I don't, no protection as far as legal. I've found that out through personal experience. So I would have been messed over all the way around. Now, when people say, oh, this is just an angry black man, or, how come he's like this? How come he's like that? Y'all don't understand what happens to us on a daily basis. The microaggressions that happen, we know it's bullshit. Yeah, I'm going to use that term again because that's what it is. The microaggressions we had to experience and really just had to get over every day, for most of us. There's some that may be, not privy to that. And, hey, man, you blessed. You don't even know. But to those of us that have experienced that and continue to experience it, regardless of how high we go in ranking or class or whatever else. I mean, this is bullshit. So I'm gonna go ahead and document this because I'm pretty sure this is gonna serve well for a project I'm gonna have coming up. I will post it on social media, but I'm tired of giving away my stuff for free. And then, some people probably see it and just like, he's saying whatever. So it ain't for them anyway. So for the ones that, will eventually see this and the ones that have, a listening ear, hey man, there's so many of us that are tired of this treatment. So we talk about cultural responsive care and all that. This is what we got to deal with in the workplace as well. We have to deal with this at home when we watch TV, if we watch that in news, or we look at media. It's everywhere we go. Now, there's no protection for us. There's no number we can call and say, hey, somebody, this has some discrimination. There's a discrimination claim from me that would be valid in many areas and many times, but there's no number we can call. There's no Better People Bureau that we can call. What I'm saying? We can't contact even our U.S. delegates and be like, hey, they discriminating against me. They're like, so? Sorry for you, but hey, you'll be okay. So, I mean, even the UN, I'm going to go as big as that. Hey, man, if y'all can hear this. We're tired of this. Like, this is crazy. We literally been citizens or recognized as citizens not too long ago, before we weren't even considered as human beings. So, I mean, this type of stuff is happening all over the world. I sit there and saw some stuff about, Haiti, which I definitely got to speak to that when I experienced colorism in the Dominican Republic. And I knew about the history, but I didn't know about the history until I was there and felt what the history was. So, hey man, to all the Haitians and all, the ones from Haiti, hey man, y'all stay strong too. I mean, all over the world. Because I mean, this type of thing, regardless of where I've traveled, there is just at least a trace of it. Now, if there are some other places, hey man, y'all shout them out and you let me know so I can go there and experience that type of life. Because, I mean, this type of life, man, is truly traumatic. And, we definitely have to stay cautious of our mental health. And that's why I was literally out trying to walk. But I can't even deal with my mental health because of the trauma I've even experienced while trying to take care of my mental health. But anyway, like I said, I wanted to document this. I'm not sure how I'm going to use this yet. We're going to, the truth will be known eventually. But once again, this is bullshit and we're tired. And this is coming from someone, a doctor. This is coming from a Hall of Famer. This is coming from a world leader at one point. Coming from 1% of, 1% of. So if I'm feeling like this, not saying I'm above other people, I'm just stating where I'm at. If I'm feeling this, I can only imagine how some other people are feeling with no outlet. So to those individuals, man, y'all find y'all outlet and y'all stay strong. Y'all reach out. It's not weak to ask for help. So if y'all know somebody or somebody that may be willing to help, reach out to them. Because you never know where they're coming from and what they can help you out with. Not everybody's the same. I know I've reached out to many people and, hey, man, it's their prerogative if they wanted to help me or not. But, hey, it is what it is. I got God with me. So I've always been straight. But it's just another day. It's supposed to be the first day of my favorite season, favorite fall. And I'm not going to let this ruin my day. But, before I probably would have reacted a whole different way when I was a little younger. But today I choose my battles. So sometimes something may be looking a certain way. I guarantee you I'm going to flip it and use it for the positive. So, yeah, to all you prejudiced, racist individuals, I can call y'all some other terms. Hey, man, y'all know what y'all can do to yourself. And I mean that. But, I appreciate the toughness, how tough y'all made me. And how strong, how resilient y'all have made me. With all the hate that y'all try to give to simply someone because of their skin. That's really idiotic. But, hey, it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Like I said, on a lasting note, to all those that deal with this type of thing on a daily basis, man, stay strong. Y'all not the only ones. Y'all not alone. We're going to have to eventually come up with something that's going to protect us because no one else will. So keep pushing forward and stay strong. All right, y'all. Death before defeat. A motto that has been known to create, motivate, the change makers this world needs. And when duty calls, you have to be there when it calls. Although I've been met with much resistance from my hometown, I greatly appreciate it when a local reaches out for services. Humongous shout out to Darius Smith. I've been waiting for a very long time for at least one of my tribe members to reach out, and you did just that. Appreciate you, nephew. Whatever school is blessed with the opportunity to work with this individual is blessed. She's coachable and capable to be one of the best in the nation and the world. With that said, I had to keep pushing. Next stop, the Midwest, Ohio in particular. The Bible Belt has been brutal, but I thought maybe I could find solace in the Midwest. However, the journey was short, but I had to appreciate the experience. Then, back to the place that groomed me, Louisville, Kentucky, better known as The Ville. Although it was shortly lived, I had to continue the journey. Now I'm back to Tulsa I go. To wrap up that which would turn out to be a dream deferred. Although art has always been a go-to, a refuge, my efforts reveal even the most optimistic person has to accept the truth at some point. With a great deal of empty promises from Oklahoma, I continued by getting back to the soil that was known to me. Family and known establishments, bows and arrows and readjustments. Regardless of the miles traveled and experience gained, all I was looking for was acceptance and understanding. So I chose to bring in the new year at a place that accepted cowboys and the urban horsemen, Nashville, Tennessee, or better known as Cashville. Overall, I must admit, my decision to go to Tulsa was one of the greatest sacrifices I've ever made and one of the least receptive engagements I've ever experienced. I thank God for getting me through. Regardless of the outcome, I, without a shadow of doubt, am one of the strongest individuals I know. Why? Answer: because the Lord made me. Once again, if I wanted to boast, I would be no fool in doing so, because I would be telling the truth. But I won't do that, because I don't want anyone to give me credit beyond what they can see in my life or hear in my message, even though I have received such wonderful revelations from God. So, to keep me from becoming proud, I was given a thorn in my flesh, a message from Satan to torment me and keep me from becoming proud. 3 different times I begged the Lord to take it away. Each time he said, "My grace is all you need. My power works best in weaknesses." So now I am glad to boast about my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ can work through me. That's why I take pleasure in my weaknesses and in the insults, hardships, persecutions, and troubles that I suffer for Christ. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Period. Lastly, my Tulsa experience, the dream deferred, resulted in that of a Trojan horse. Gifts at times may present themselves as opportunities. However, not every gift is offered with the right intentions. So, once again,
What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode?
That's it!
I must confess that that dream that I had that day has at many points turned into a nightmare. Now, I'm not one to lose hope. I keep on hoping. I still have faith in the future.